Milwaukee's Gen 4, 2953. Let's talk about it. All right, Milwaukee's 2953 Gen 4 impact, quarter-inch hex impact driver. Now, this is, there's an improvement on it, which is basically the lights. So if you guys are wondering, Gen 3s have the one LED. Now you have to try LEDs. So Milwaukee's finally upgrading to that. Maybe we can blame it on like DeWalt's has had this for, I don't know, it could be almost 10 years now. So they've had this one. This one's also nice, but smaller. We'll get to that later. They did upgrade that. Other than that, there's not many upgrades to this tool. It's pretty much the same. It might have some more impacts. It might be a little faster impacting, but I've noticed that the 2853, the Gen 3, a little more powerful. I feels like a little more powerful. I don't know why. They're both very, very similar. I will say that, very similar. They have the same, you got the same 3 stages plus the self tapper, all that kind of stuff. Same one in this one. The collet's the same. You can put the bit in, and then you have to release it with the spring load, and it'll come right out for you. But it does not pop out. You've got to actually have it's two-handed or one hand plus, it's two-handed releasing the bit. So other than that, it's a little smaller. Barely, you can't even notice it. When I put these both together, I know it doesn't really, you can barely, if I line them up, just barely, it's just shorter, just a little bit. So, but if I need a short one, then I'm just gonna go with the stubby little Atomic DeWalt. You can see it's by far probably at least a ½ inch shorter. So this tool is great. It works. Milwaukee owns the impact market, in my opinion. It's not broke, don't fix it. This is basically I guess, like in dirt bike world, when a new bike manufacturer comes to market with just basically, they didn't change anything to the bike except for the color and then maybe some graphics. I forget what that's called, but this is basically it. They put some, they updated the lights on it. Other than that, maybe a little more impacts. It's pretty much the same tool, in my opinion. I'll say the grip is a little thicker, which I like. On this one, it feels a little thicker than the Gen 3. Still not as thin as the DeWalt. DeWalt's I like their pistol grip a little better. But, for Milwaukee knows what they have. It's a home run. Their Gen 3 basically set the bar for quarter-inch hex impacts. Like, they literally, this tool right here, that's why I have like 4 or 5 of them. They're fantastic. And the Gen 4, it's just, I'll say it's nothing wrong with it. You're not going to go wrong. It's definitely a pro grade tool, probably tops in the market. I think maybe Flex has a little more power now, but these, I snap off these, these bits all the time. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with as far as more power. It's just about function and form and what battery line you're on. So yeah, M18 2953 Gen 4 quarter-inch hex impact driver. It's fantastic. They did a great job with it. I will say though, now that this one's out, the Gen 3s are going on sale. I'm going to be buying some Gen 3s because, for one, for the price, and two, I honestly like the Gen 3s more. They're just a little more powerful. There's not much of an upgrade for the Gen 4, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's fantastic. Still going to be way better than your consumer grade tool lines, your rigids. Even some of your Ryobis. Honestly, it doesn't even compare. The torque on this one, on the Atomic, is not even close to the M18. So, but that's not what you're buying this tool. They have form, they have functions. This one I can get into tighter spaces. And I bought this one this one came out way before the Gen 4 Milwaukee with the 3 light. It's the lighting is great. It is nice. But that's the only saving grace for this Gen 4 tool, in my opinion, over the Gen 3. Everything else can be done away with, or wasn't improved on my end. I've used these tools every day. I'm not one of those guys that just all 4 or 5 of my impacts. Even you can see this one's got some nicks, and I use them. That's what I do. So, and these are pretty much my pride and joy as far as the tools that I reach for the most, because you can put paddle bits on these. You can get some work done for sure. You're not going to be going through masonry work and stuff, but you can definitely get some work with them. And I have multiples because Milwaukee's, like, their triggers, I'm probably same, like they fail. So they have a great warranty, but you have multiples because if it fails, you're gonna need another one. You might as well just go get it out of your tool truck, tool trailer, whatever you have, and you can keep working and send that one off to get repaired, which is, a week of turnaround time usually, and you get a new tool or it fixed and back in your tool vault. So that's what I have for this Gen 4. I'll throw some video. I just quickly did some comparisons, nothing crazy, but you can see their Gen 2s or Gen 3s and Gen 4s are pretty much the same. There's not too much different except for the lighting, maybe a little more impacts. That's what they advertise. I can't really tell too much, but that's what you get for this. This channel, I just give you my real view, and mine it's not really worth. I'm not gonna be selling all my Gen 3s and getting Gen 4s like I did with my Gen 2s to Gen 3s. The Gen 2 to Gen 3 was definitely worth it. Big torque improvement over the Gen 2s, but the Gen 3 to 4, it's not that big of an improvement. They look a little better. You got the tri-LEDs, and that's what you're getting for the improvement, really. So don't sell your Gen 3s if you have them. Not worth it. You still have you're pretty much the best impact on the market, bar some of the top tiers. I didn't even buy the Makita 40 volt because the Gen 3 Milwaukee is just better. It's just legit. It's better, and then which means the Gen 4 is better too because they're pretty much identical except for a little bit of looks and the lights. So that's what I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Stay tuned. We're going to have a giveaway for the 12,000 subscriber giveaway soon, but that will probably be the weekend after Thanksgiving. So hopefully this video comes in before then. But until then, like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.